After a long time you are coming, definitely you should have brought something. Kimapayana mayatam, Kimapayana manitam, Brahmanne bhavato grihatri. No hotel business from your house. What have you brought? Then he says, even if you have brought very little, whatever is brought, I accept from the Bhakta's hand. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prechati. People interpret this because this comes in Gita also. They say, you may give him a leaf, he will accept it. You will give him one flower, he will accept it. You will give him one fruit, he will accept it. You will give him some water, he will accept it. When you give it with bhakti, no. That is not the meaning. Patram, the leaf represents the entire, the branch's main portion, the entire leaf. That stem with its other portion, it represents. Similarly, it represents the heart. So when you give your heart to the Lord, there is patra. And the entire body, then pushpa. Pushpa means, he means only the lotus. Padmapatra vivambhasa. See, when that is there, when that lotus flower is there, you put water, the water will flow, it will not get drenched inside. So, by pushpa you mean the heart, your heart, give your heart to the Lord, give your body to the Lord. Phalam means all the result of whatever you have done. Kayena vacha manasendriva narayana yeti samarpayami. Whatever I have done, everything is yours, you have done, nothing is mine. So offering the result, the punya or the papa of whatever is done to the Lord, saying, I have not done, I am akarta, everything has been done by you, you have it. To do that dedication, that is called toyam. What is that? Water. You just weep for the Lord, He will accept it. That is the water. The water which flows naturally from your eyes, that is the way. So he says, you give any one of them, if you give it with bhakti, I will accept it. This is the one interpretation. And in the night he was kept in the guest house. And according to the practice in the guest house, they gave him a new first class with jeriwala dhoti and a nagavastra, first class, and they took away his old ones. She was very happy. See, I haven't got any money, at least I got a new set of clothes. He was very happy. And in the morning when he was about to come out and go away, those people came, oh Brahman, you take away all those things, they belong to the guest house, here is yours, and you have wanted it. So, they also was taken away. So, not even a set of clothes that belonged to the guest house, he never knew these practices. Poor fellow. Then, okay, he was going. He said, well, the one who worships his feet, the entire 3 words can be given to him. Surga pavargyo pumsam rasajam bhavisampadam sarvasam visuddhinam moolam tat charanarpanam. See, to think of the feet of the Lord and to worship it, well, that will give you all prosperity. Not only here, in any world whatsoever, they will give you. But what did not give me? Adharmayam dhanam prapya Madhyanuchay namam smareti. He thought, a fellow has been beggar all along. Suddenly if he give me a crore of rupees, then he will get his ego. Now I am very rich and all that. That is why God has not given me. God wanted that I should not get my ego, and that is why He has not given. He knows I am so poor and I have been poor for years. And now a man who has got something, if you give him something, it doesn't make a difference for him. But a man who is absolutely a beggar for years, suddenly you give him, then he becomes a little egoistic and proud. That is why he has not given. Like that thinking, he comes near his house. His house was a small kutia made up of some leaves. But no, it's not to be seen. There is a very big palace. There is a big palace, Vichitra Pavanodhyanihi, Kujat Vijagula Akulihi. It had a number of parks around it. There are a number of swimming pools. Everything was done in Markata, diamond, and all those things. What's all this? From where has it come? What happened to my wife? What happened to my kutia? Just then, Patimāgatama Karnyam, Patyuddharshāti Sambrahma, Nishchakram Grihat Turnam. Then somebody has gone and told the wife, your husband has come. Then she immediately got up and came out to welcome her husband. And she was not ordinary Patni. Patni Mitya Vispurantim Daivim Vaimanikim. She looked like a Gandharva Sri, not like his original wife. And she was dressed up in nice Bangalore silk sarees. And she said, the Lord has done it. Overnight it has come. Nobody told me. The Lord, He can make the Karotpati a pauper in no moment. He can make the thorough beggar a Karotpati in one moment. He has got all those things. He has got all those powers. That's a beautiful story which many of you know. Still I am telling. There's a small boy, a poor boy in Rajasthan. He used to daily go to the temple and in the temple there is an old priest. He was daily telling him, Beta, at a distant place there is one place called Badrinath, where the Lord is present personally. A man in his life, at least one time, he must go, he should go. Otherwise there is no use. It is God Himself in that form who is sitting in that Badrinath. You must go. So from childhood it was drilled into him. And whenever he got any money, he used to put it aside for going to Badrinath. When he was about 75 years old, he had enough money to go. He had no money to come back. Enough money to go to Badrinath. He said, why should we come back? Once we have seen God, let me die. I am not bothered about coming back. So he took the money, went to Badrinath. It was November or so, October, end of November perhaps. She is going on thinking, now we have come. Badrinath, Badrinarayan, how kind you are, how compassionate you are. You are going to give me your darshan. When he goes to the temple, he is disappointed. Just then the priest, along with some 30-40 people, he has come out and he was locking the main door and has already put the lock and he was putting a seal. He goes and falls at his feet. What? Priest, when will you open it again? After 6 months. After 6 months, please, open it just for 2 minutes. I will see from here. Let me see. See, I have come from a long way. I cannot go back. I have no other money. I cannot do anything else. Please. From my childhood I wanted to see this Badrinath. And with great difficulty I have come. Please have pity on me. Oh priest, please. Fool. With all Vedic chantings, according to the procedure, we have put the lock and for you we'll open it. Hey, get out man. You come after 6 months. And that priest is called Rakhal, along with his people. Their van was waiting for him to go down. He went away. All people have left. There is nobody in Badrinath left. He is alone. He is standing at the gate of Badrinath, Badrinarayan, weeping. Lord, even you don't have any compassion. Men may not have, but not you. You should have a little kindness, a little compassion. After all, I am poor. Right? For you, there is no question of who is poor or who is rich, who love all equally well. And it's already, the sun is setting. Very soon it is going to be very dark. He is sitting. Then somebody calls him, "Hey Mahatma, hey, what are you doing? In another half an hour there will be heavy raining of snow and you will be completely covered with snow and you will die, man. Come on. He took his hand and took him. It was a cowherd, barely 12 years old or 14 years old. He takes him to a cave where 2 people can only be sitting. He takes him, and he had been coming there very often perhaps, so he takes out a lamp, he takes out some oil which he has kept, an oil which will not become ice, which will not become solid. He put it and then he put it on. It was dark everywhere, here it was light. He said, however, we can't sleep here, there is no place for 2 people to lie down. So let us play. So with a chalk he put something, so many squares, and he brought some small stones and big stones. He said this big stone represents tiger, the small stones represent bakri, represents lamb. Let us play tiger and lamb. The people in the village, they used to play in those days. So you will keep the lamb, I will keep the tiger. They were playing. Suddenly the cowherd exclaimed, oh, it is morning, I have to go. So he suddenly left and went away. Now what this fellow is to do? He got up. He says, let me go to the temple, what else can I do? This is the second day. So he goes to the temple. He's surprised. The priest has come along with all the 30-40 people, and with all the Vedic chanting, he is opening the door. He goes and falls at his feet. At last, you didn't wait for 6 months. On the way, you got compassion on this poor fellow. So you have returned. You have come back. Within the night, your mind has changed. I am so thankful to you. Only one night has passed. Then all those other people say, hey, this is the same madcap whom we saw 6 months back, who said, please open the door, I want to see God. You said, 6 months? You said, yes, 6 months back we saw you. No, yesterday. Yesterday in what? You were all in your places. You were traveling. You didn't know that in that one night, 6 months have passed. That's what God can do. Yes, and saw all these things, he says, Kinchit karo tyudravya swadattam sudgatam palma vibhurikari. The Lord is the only one. Whatever He gives is nothing, I gave a little. So He belittles whatever He gives to us. He just makes little of it. But whenever some bhakta gives him something, it may be very little. He'll be going on telling, this bhakta gave me this much, this bhakta gave me this much. He'll be exaggerating it and telling that my bhakta has given a lot. This is the Lord's. See, look here. He only took one handful because when he ate that chivda, that beaten rice like that, he was about to take the second one. Then Rukmani goes and catches his hand. Hey, yatavatalam vishwatmanne. Look here, this subject. For this, all the 3 words wealth you can give him. If you give one more, he will send me as a servant maid to his house. I don't want it. This is more than enough for you. That's all. What you have taken is enough. So he only took one handful and see what he has given me. And he says, Ittham vyavasito buddhyam bhaktoti vijanardane vishayan jajaya litrichanne babhujen atilam pata. He was not very greedy, so with that he had a lot of bhakti in the Lord, and along his wife and children he was enjoying the worldly life. Look here, he has gone, seen the Lord has this thing, and still he has to remain in the house. He cannot run and become a Swamiji. It's not so easy. So, yes, he was, as he says, Nati Lampata. He was not greedy for more, but whatever was there, he enjoyed it. That was it. So with this, we finish the story of Sudama, and tomorrow we are going to see, for Suryagrahana, all these people, they go to Kurukshetra for taking their bath. That is very famous, that lake. And there the Gopikas come, his parents come, he meets all the Gopikas. All those things we will see tomorrow. Hari Om. Swasti prajabhya paripalyantam nyayena vargyena mahim mahisha go brahmane vyasabhamstu vidyam loka samasta sikrama bhavantu kale varshata varjanya prithvi sasyajarani deshavayam chobarita brahmana santanidbhaya sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santu nirabhaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukhabhar bhavet कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करो यद्य सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि नारायण 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 नारायण. भद्रं कर्णेभिः श्रियामदेवाः भद्रं वश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः श्रीरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुभागं सत्तनोभिः विषेवदेवहितं यदायुः Swastina Indra Vardhashrava, Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda, Swastina Tvarsho Arishtanemi, Swastina Brahaspati Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Sthapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharmasarupine Avatar Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha. Sarvamangalamangalyen Shive Sarvarthasadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostate. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurannilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarvasvarupe Sarveshen Sarvashakti Samanviten Bhayadvyastahino Gauri Narayani Namostate. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranada Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Abadavartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyam. अब एक सूर्य ग्रहण आ रहा है. सूर्य ग्रहण, चंद्र ग्रहण, आप लोग तो सुनेगा. You have all heard of it. So the Surya Grahan is coming, and it is considered to be very special to go at that time to Kurukshetra and have a bath in that big lake. So Krishna sends word to his original place, Vrindavan, that is going over there. And he goes with all his courtiers. And there Nanda Gopal, Yashoda, and all the Gopikas, and they have also come. This will be a meeting of all. Vasudeva, Devaki, Nanda, Yashoda, Lord Krishna, and all the Gopikas, and all the wives of Krishna. And the Gopikas come to Krishna. Krishna speaks to them alone. She says, look here. She says, do you remember the days when we used to play? But, but we all meet and then part. To meet and part is the way of life. To part and meet is the way of hope. So he says, it is the Lord who makes us all join together. Now, our Dr. Tribhuvanji belongs to a different place, and our Sanyasa belongs to a different place. How did I meet them? For so many years, we were having a very close contact. And how is it? It is all the Lord's play. He joins them, he joins the various people, Yunakti Vinakti cha. He joins them and then he separates them. They never meet each other. Just like the people whom you meet in the train sitting along with you, they will all exchange all your image, but you never have any correspondence. That's what he does. Vayuryatha ghananikam trinam tulam rujam sitam Samsavya Akshipade Bhuya Tata Bhutani Bhutakriti. Just like all the clouds join together. Then again there's a gust of wind and all the clouds, a portion goes to the left, a portion goes to the right, a portion goes to the west, a portion goes to the north. They go to different places. And Mayi Bhaktari Bhutanam Amrtatvaya Kalpate. So, you have a complete devotion to me and you will get your moksha. There is Amrtatva. You will become immortal. And how can you become immortal? By not having any more birth and death cycle. Ahami sarvabhutanam adirantontaram vahi. For all these people, I am the beginning, I am the middle, and I am the end. I am all. So, this he told the gopis, and in their entire lifetime after that, they keep it in the mind and they do accordingly, and finally they reach the Lord at the end of all. Then, when all these people came, Rukmini and Satyabhama were noticing. After all, he was in Gokulam and Vrindavan until he was 8-9 years old. And then he came to Mathura, and then from Mathura he came to Dwarka. So he never went back. And now he has got 8 the main queens and 60,000 odd other wives. With all that, in the night when he was sleeping, he was always calling on Radha, Radha, Radha. So these two people, Rohit, Rukmini and Satyabhama, they were thinking, how attractive is that Radha? What sort of attractive powder he has put on this, so that this fellow is always thinking of Radha, whom he had left when he was 9 years old. Now he is more than 25 years old and still he is thinking of her. And he never tells my name once. He never tells Satyabhama's name once. They were very curious then how they meet each other again. So when they came to this place, Kurukshetra, some of these friends of Krishna, these wives of Krishna, they sent word through some reliable people to Radha. Krishna would like to meet you today evening at 4 o'clock at one corner of that lake. And they sent word, and Radhas, they were also equally interested to see whether he is still attached to his wives or Radha. So they sent word to Krishna that tomorrow at 4 o'clock, Radha will be waiting, you come over there. And the next day at 4 o'clock, at the dot of the time, Radha was there, along with only one companion, lady companion. At the same time, Krishna came. They were at a distance. Radha looked at Krishna and he just smiled. Krishna looked at Radha, he just smiled. He turned back and went away. Radha turned back and went away. They never spoke to each other. So all the people were disappointed. This is what happened. See, the Shankaracharyas of all the Pitas, they never meet each other. Then the question will be, who is to bow to whom first? And is it according to the age, or is one of those pitas where they sit is greater than the other. So it will raise so many unnecessary issues. So they never meet each other. At one time, there were two Jivanutas, both of the same cadre. One was called Chandrasekhara Bharati. He was the pontiff of the Sringeri Pita near Mysore. And the other one was Chandrasekharendra Saraswati. He was there. Later on he touched 110, he left his body. He was a very great person, was appreciated by all. Foreigners have always referred to him as the walking God. Usually the other places like Sringeri, the one who is Shankaracharya, he will not leave it till he dies. He is the only case, 20 years earlier, he handed over everything to his successor, and he used to just come at about 9:30, sit under a tree. After 12 o'clock, he will give darshan to people. He will not talk. He was already 95 years old when he saw him, 99 years old. He was to leave his body in January 1994. I met him in October 1993 on my way to a big forest in Karnataka known as BR Hills, Biligiri Hills. So I went. I was in the VIP enclosure along with other people. I never took one fruit. I don't know, I was thinking that we are going to meet him, I forgot all the other etiquettes. After going there, I found everybody has brought a big basket of fruits and they were sending it to him. He never touched anything. And there were people who were taking the mangalya of their daughters who were to be married shortly. And those attendants will take it and just touch the body of Shankaracharya and give it back to them. Shankaracharya never touched anything. He was just sitting. He never acknowledged anybody's namaste or namaskar. Just to say. I was very sorry that I had not taken anything, because whoever has taken, after keeping it by his side, they brought back and gave it to them. I said, I have not brought anything for him, so I am not going to get any prasad. Prasad is only what he returns, then what you took it, he returns. And I have not taken anything. Suddenly, the Shankaracharya saw me and told the assistant, there is one yati, a sannyasi there standing. Ask him who is he. As if he didn't know. I told him, Swami Shantananda from Chennai. At that time I came from Chennai, I want to leave. Then he asked them to put one of the big baskets containing a lot of apples. There's a big apple at one end. He selected that and gave it to him and said, give it to that Swamiji. When it came, I was highly happy. Along with me, there is an advocate from Chennai who had accompanied me. I didn't want to share my prasad with anybody else. I put it in my bag and never took it out in presence of others. And this Shankaracharya, once he went somewhere, he was accommodated in some big dharamshala. And in the same dharamshala at the other end, the number of rooms were allotted, and the Sringeri Shankaracharya happened to come at the same time. He was also accommodated there. They were there for 3 days. On the second day, it so happened, both met at the door. There is only one exit door. So both met. So people were curious. Now, who is going to go to whom? Immediately he turned away and went back to his room. And he also turned back and went back to his room. Just they smiled at each other and he went back to his room, he went back to his room. Much later each one got out. This is what happened. This is what happens. And then once all the rishis, they, Naradas and all that, they went to Krishna's place. They can't meet Krishna wherever they want. They went to his father Vasudeva. Vasudeva worshipped them, and then she says, Karmana karma nirarum yathasyannastaduchatam. Look here, we have got a lot of prarabdha which is due to the karma of previous births. Unless the prarabdha is exhausted, we cannot go towards spirituality, the spiritual ends. And every time the prarabdhas will be going on increasing in every birth, we will be doing some good things, some bad things. We will have given some dhan to somebody and we have earned some merit. So we require the reward for that. And we require punishment for the bad things we did. So again the body is subtle. And the body is subtle for 70 years, 80 years, and again you go on doing some bad things, good things. So it goes on. So is there any karma, any other action which we can do in order to cut short the entire prarabdhas, that karma? Tell me, is there any karma, action which we can do in order to wipe off all the past karmas? Karmana karma nirahara. Nirahara means the prayaschitta. To make up for that, in order to eliminate all those past karmas. Is there any method? Then Narada says, he is just telling, Natyatamidam vipraham Vasudeva bhavasyam Krishtam matvad bhagam innam Pritchati shreyatmanam. The Lord himself is born in his house. And the Lord himself is born in his house. And Vasudeva is not getting first hand. He can ask God and he would tell him, but he believes him that he is my son, he is my son. So he doesn't have that bhava that he is Lord himself. That's all. क्या कहते हैं घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. So yeah, prophet is not outed in his own country, just like that. So then he says, you know why? When somebody is very close, then naturally in due course, he loses his respect for the other fellow. Oh, you know, our friend, he comes often, he stays here only. Thus, the respect for the other becomes less. That is there. You will have great respect for the next door fellow. A father is always with you, so you will have less respect for him. Whatever he says, I know. You will not bother. So, then he says, yes, your question is this, and I am answering like this. Yes, Saddhaya Yajed Vishnum Sarva Yajneshwaram Makhayi Chittasyopasamoyam Vai Kavibihi Shastra Chakshusham. See, look here. Ishraddhaya aptavitena shukrena yujyeta purusha. With all sincerity, with all faith, you worship Lord Vishnu through a yaga, through a fire sacrifice. You will have to worship him. How? After all, it costs money. He says, don't use black money. He says, Shuklena Vittena, white money, he says. Shukla means white. So even in those days, there has been some black money, obviously. He is mentioning only about white money. So white money means there has to be a black money. And further, Vittaishanam Idyadani, you are attached to your money. To get rid of it, you do dhan. In charity you give your money. There is a way to get rid of your attachment to money. Vitteshanam Idyadani Grahi Darasudeshanam. And how to leave the attachment to wife and son. You remain in the house. One day or other there quarrels will begin. Every day you will quarrel and you say, enough, I want to leave the house. So thus you will be able to leave your attachments to them. So you be in the house, don't go away. There is a way to take away that. Atma Lokeshanam Deva Kaler Vijayat Buddha. Lokeshana means fame and name. So, this is the last item to go. Everything you can leave. I have left the house, sir. I have left all my body, everything. I am only a beggar. And this, what should he say? Not to impress other people. So, there is Atmashana, there is Lokeshana. And apart from that, putting oneself in a full-scale website with all audios and videos, there is also location. Doing it is location. So these are all location. Going and giving lectures, everything is location. That's all. As far as he is concerned. When will it go? It will go in due course. Whereas you have left all other things, this will go in due course by the grace of God. Otherwise, there is no method by which you can take it away. This remains till the last. Telling people, you know that I went into Bhagavatam, there were 10,000 people. I didn't know that so many people would come. This is all location. You want the name that 1,000 people came, 10,000 people came. It's all location. That's all. And there is some Swami was always telling to people, I don't take meals because he was taking first class dosha, first class idli. This was his food. So he said, I don't take lunch, I don't take dinner. So when I went and I saw he was taking, oh, you take this is nothing, this is just like, vratas. In vrata we take this, so I take it. This is not considered as food. Oh my God. That's all. Then, Vasudeva Bhavan Munam Bhaktya Paramaya Harim Jagatam Ishwaram Pracha Sayadvam Putratangata. Hey Vasudeva, you should be able to please the Lord Hari more easily because he has been born in your own house as your own son. You are seeing him daily. So try to have some respect for him, that he is God. You develop it. There is another way. So immediately he told, all right, some of you Mahashis, you please come as my priest and please have it done. So immediately they had it done. All the various fire sacrifices, the yagas, yajnas, they were all done. Then one day Devaki was sitting, his mother. Somebody told him how Krishna's Guru Sandipani had lost his son. he requested, please bring my son, even though he died 10 years back or 15 years back. Immediately he went and brought him. Then, Shritvanidam Guru Putram Atmajabhyam Suvisvita. So she was surprised and told both of them. She addressed both Balarama and Krishna. Rama Rama Priyatman Krishna Yogeshwara Shura. I know that you are the Adi Purushas, you are the ultimate God, you are in the beginning, you will be in the end, and you will be in the middle, you will always be there, while we are all subject to destruction from time to time. And you have now taken this form in order to lessen the burden of the earth. The earth was having a lot of Buddhas and wicked people, and that was extremely difficult for the earth to bear. So you came only for that purpose. As you are all the Lord Himself, please do one help for me, please do one service for me. Bhojaraj hatan putran kamaye drashtum ahatan. Kamsa was killing every child as soon as he was born. So I asked, till you were born, and before him that Balarama was in my womb. So till that time, I lost all my sons because of the Kamsa, the Bhojaraja. So I would like to see them once. You bring them all here, let me see them, then you can take them away. Krishna said, okay. Then he went straight away to Sutala, one of the lokas down below, where Bali Chakravarti was ruling. The moment he went, well, he gave him the asana. She said, Krishna, I know that you are my very Vamana, who came and asked for these things. You are the Lord. So please tell me what I can do for you. Then she says, you see, there were 6 sons of hers. They were ordinary sons. They were the sons of the great Maharishi, Marichi, in their previous birth. And due to certain problems, they had to be born again in Devaki's womb, and they were all killed from time to time. But now their mother wants to see them, so I would like to have them back. Immediately Bali Chakravarti gives them, they were only there as his servants doing all the work. So immediately called them, they go with Krishna. They went over there, Parishvajjankamarupya Mutajigrada Vishnasa. She took them all in her lap, and you see, the mothers, they are supposed to smell the head of her sons. That's what she did. So she was very happy with Krishna. Then Krishna sent them away. Not sent them away, not back to the place. They all got that moksha because they were already the Maharishi's sons and they were doing a lot of tapasya, penance, so they went back. And now, after some days, in the Mithila Nagari, there is a king called Bahulashva. Bahulashva was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Similarly, in that same city, there was a poor Brahmin. His name was Shrutadeva. He was also a great devotee of Krishna, equally as great as the king. It so happened, Krishna just visited Mithila to see how it is in these days from the days of Janaka. Then the king came there, received him, and then he said, Krishna, you are the Lord Himself. You have taken this form. please come and be with me in my palace for at least 1 month. Okay. He went with him. In the meantime, that Brahmin Shvetadeva also came, bowed at his feet. He said, Krishna, I want you to come and be in my house for a month. Okay, it will be done. Now, this Brahmin is so poor, he cannot afford to feed you even for more than 2 days or 1 day, that's all. Krishna knew it. Krishna took 2 forms. In one, he went and he lived with the king for 1 month. He went to Mangalashram, he went to Shvetadeva, the Brahmin. He lived with him for 1 night. And Shvetadeva and his wife had the illusion that Krishna had stayed there with them for 1 month. So he leaves. So both the people had been satisfied. So these are all certain miracles he did to show them that he is Lord himself who can do such miracles. Once, when they were discussing in the Vasishta Guha 1957, along with my Gurudev, all the people are discussing about Satyasar Baba, that while he is at Puttaparthi, he goes to Germany and other places and he gives vision to so many people. That had happened. That's what they have written in so many places. They were telling he was in 2 places. He was also in Puttaparthi and people had seen him in Germany. See? This is what they were telling. Then my Gurudev just said, yes, about this body also some people have seen, that they have seen me in 2 places. Then people are curious, Swamiji, what are those cases? Please tell us. It so happened there was a German lady, she came to meet him and she said, I am just going to Sivaratri ashram. From today they have agreed to keep me there permanently. I have given them a lot of money. He said, you won't stay there even for a week, you are going to leave it. No, I paid a lot, so I have to remain there. Okay. She went back, she couldn't remain even for a week. Just 1 week, she had to leave. Then she was approached by the Consul General of Germany in Delhi. He said, I got 2, 3 children, they are studying in the public school at Dehradun. I don't want to put them in the hostel. I will hire a house, you will be their governess and look after them, and they will go to the school and come back. She agreed, because her food, everything was all served there, and she was looking after them. And one day when they had all gone to the school, he was sitting near there. Yeah, there is a big lake there in Dehradun. She was sitting by the side and just meditating. Suddenly some doubt came in respect of some sloka in Gita. What actually does it mean? She was thinking. She was so interested about it. Her mind was again and again coming back to it. She couldn't think of anything else. Suddenly she found my Gurudev was walking towards her. Gurudev in Dehradun. She gets up. She comes. Sit down. You think of this sloka in Gita. Sit down. Well, this is the meaning. This is actually the real meaning behind it. He explains to her, and suddenly he disappeared. And in one of her memoirs, she has mentioned it also, about this. So this he told, I never went out of Vasishta Guha anywhere, to any foreign country in his life, he has never gone. But at the same time, at Dehradun people have seen him. Some of the people have got that, and when Lord Himself is there, definitely it is not difficult for him. And now, there is a question which Parikshit asked Shukadeva. Look here, the Vedas have got limited words. They can only describe the limited things, because the words are all limited. And the Lord is unlimited, and the Lord has no form. How do the Vedas describe the unlimited and the one who has no form? Do they really describe only God with form, or do they describe God without form, or both? That's what we want to know. Then he says, this will be clear once the Vedas went to Narayana in Vaikuntha. They began to do the prayers. And the prayers are very good prayers. And one of the prayers is Jaya Jaya Jasya Jamagita Dosha Gripita Gunam Tamasyadatmana Samavrudha Samastha Bhagam Agajagadho Gazam Akila Chatyavabodhagate Kuchida Jayatmana Chacharato Anucharen Nigamaham. The first prayer they are doing is, O Lord, all victory to you. Jai Ho. See, I require one thing from you. Please kill this Maya. This Maya is troubling us all. If you kill it, then Maya, nobody will be affected by Maya. You will be doing a great thing. And